Did you know that over $11 trillion of global wealth is currently hidden away in offshore structures? Exploding head, yes, you heard that right. But here's the million-dollar question. Should you use an offshore trust or an LLC if you want to protect your assets, optimize taxes, and build long-term wealth? Stay tuned, because in this video we'll break down the battle of structures, offshore trusts versus LLCs. By the end, you'll know exactly which one could be the smarter choice for your financial future. Welcome back to the channel. If you're serious about finance, wealth protection, and global investing, you're in the right place. Now imagine this. You've worked hard, built your wealth, and suddenly, one lawsuit, one government policy change, or one bad tax law, and years of savings could disappear. That's why the ultra-wealthy rely on tools like offshore trusts and LLCs. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap on which one makes more sense for your goals. So, grab a pen because you might want to take notes. Let's quickly set the stage. White-heavy checkmark offshore trusts have been used for centuries, especially by aristocrats and billionaires, to pass wealth across generations without heavy taxation. White-heavy checkmark LLCs, on the other hand, are more modern, becoming popular in the last 30 years as flexible business entities for entrepreneurs, investors, and small business owners. According to a 2023 report, over 40% of Fortune 500 companies have offshore entities. And when it comes to high-net-worth individuals, more than 60% use either a trust, an LLC, or both to shield assets. The reason? Globalization. Money moves across borders faster than ever. And so does regulation. Let's start with offshore trusts. Think of an offshore trust as a protective vault. You transfer assets into the trust, and technically, they are no longer in your name. Instead, they're managed by a trustee, usually in a country with favorable laws like the Cayman Islands or the Cook Islands. Small blue diamond benefits, asset protection from lawsuits and creditors, estate planning advantages, passing wealth smoothly to heirs. In some cases, reduced taxation depending on your country of residence. Small blue diamond case study. Take the example of a European entrepreneur who shifted $50 million worth of investments into a Cook Islands trust. When creditors came knocking after a business failure, they couldn't touch those assets. Simple analogy? It's like putting your valuables in a safe that only you and your trusted key holder can open. Now let's look at LLCs, limited liability companies. If offshore trusts are vaults, LLCs are shields. They don't hide ownership the same way, but they protect you from personal liability. Small blue diamond benefits. Simple setup compared to a trust. Great for entrepreneurs and investors who want flexibility. Profits can flow through directly to owners, avoiding double taxation in many cases. Small blue diamond example. Think about real estate investors. Many use LLCs to hold properties. If someone sues over an accident on one property, their other assets remain safe. Now, you might be asking, but billionaires, do they use LLCs too? Absolutely. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, built on an LLC foundation. Many hedge funds and private equity firms also operate through layered LLC structures. Here's where it gets interesting. Offshore trusts versus LLCs. Which one is better? Well, it depends on your goals. Back-end index pointing right trusts are fantastic for long-term asset protection and estate planning, but they're more complex and expensive to set up. Back-end index pointing right LLCs are practical, easier, and cheaper, but may not give you the same multi-generational protection. Small blue diamond analogy. It's like choosing between a castle and a modern condo. A castle, trust, protects you for centuries but requires high maintenance. A condo, LLC, is easier to manage and flexible, but not as impregnable. Now, let's talk about the future. By 2025 and beyond, governments are cracking down harder on offshore structures. Expect stricter reporting, more transparency, and higher compliance costs. The OECD and G20 nations are already working on global tax agreements to reduce loopholes. Small blue diamond opportunities. More digital platforms are making offshore structures accessible, not just to billionaires, but also to high-earning professionals. Small blue diamond risks. Greenwashing style marketing. Some providers oversell protection. If misused, you could face severe penalties or even criminal charges. What if, imagine 2030, when AI-driven tax monitoring systems can track every global transaction? Offshore trusts may evolve into even more complex structures, while LLCs might get digitized versions, smart contracts on blockchain. So, offshore trusts versus LLCs, which is right for you? Back-end index pointing right if your priority is long-term, generational wealth protection, think trusts. Back-end index pointing right if you want flexibility, business operations, and easier setup, think LLCs. Either way, remember, the smartest investors don't just pick one. They often combine both for maximum impact. Lightbulb takeaway. Asset protection isn't about hiding money. It's about strategic structuring. If you found this video valuable, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below telling us. Would you choose a trust, an LLC, or both? Until next time, keep building, keep protecting, and keep growing your wealth.